Welcome back to MWE Hardcore Nirvana. And we're about to get started with our MWE Hardcore Grudge match between these two giants. Coming down to the ring first is Todd Powers, Roxxi Darkhart's personal bodyguard and most loyal slave in Roxxi slaves. Like I said before, at MWE Extreme Uprising, or before MWE Extreme Uprising and MWE Extra, Todd Powers took out Steve Slasher and put him on the shelf for like a couple of months. And upon Steve's return a couple of months later, demonstrated that he is willing and able to take out Todd Powers. But the question is, will Steve be able to do it tonight in this hardcore grudge match against this blue curse? Here he is, the hardcore horror king, or just simply put, the horror king, Steve Slasher. That's right, Steve Slasher tonight is out for revenge against Roxxi slaves, but one in particular, Todd Powers. Now, Steve Slasher has a new finisher in which he will be able to use on Todd tonight. But the question is, what type of finisher is it? We'll have to find out later on tonight. Here we go. Steve Slasher, Todd Powers, sizing each other up before the bell, and already going for a clothesline, which finally connects on Todd. Steve Slasher wasting no time, putting in those multiple leg drops on Todd Powers. Steve Slasher stomping away at Todd. Reverse side effect. Steve is feeling it, and now Irish whipping him to the outside, where he sends him to the outside with a fierce punch. He's waiting. Vaulted body press, in which Todd blocks. And now Todd is getting his butt whooped by Steve, trying to go for a grapple, but ends up getting reversed. Another reverse side effect on Todd. Steve Slasher stomping away at Todd, putting them elbows to him, putting more elbows to the back of Todd. Steve Slasher with a jumping leg drop on the blue curse, and he's putting in more leg drops. I think he's about to go for a little wreck shop here. A barrage of knuckle sandwiches coming up. Yes, Steve Slasher's really burning with revenge here tonight. And now he is stomping a horrific mud hole into Todd Powers and walking it dry. But Todd was able to pull the rug from under Steve Slasher. And now what's he up to? Ooh, man, big boot to Steve Slasher. And Steve with a big boot of his own. Headlock takedown. Oh man, goes and puts him to the post. Bangs his head on that post. And now, beating up the legs of Todd. Dang, Todd is really feeling the effects of those devastating offensive moves by Steve, who goes after Roxxi Darkhart. Holy macaroni, what is he trying to do? What is he trying to do to Roxxi, who reverses it with a DDT? And now Todd is about ready to lay the smackdown on Steve. Dang, he's busted wide open. European uppercut by Roxxi Darkhart. Dang, Roxxi and Todd now want to be able to lay the smackdown on Steve, who's really getting his butt whooped. But Steve wants to get back at Roxxi, but Roxxi won't let him. Ooh, devastating DDT. Todd going back after Steve. But Steve with those barrage of punches and kicks. A stiff right. And now he's going for a devastating choke slam on Steve Slasher. But Roxxi trying to go for an attack, but missed that one. Ends up getting back suplexed by Steve Slasher. Working on the legs of Todd. Steve Slasher is really putting in the hurting on Todd. But now Roxxi wants to get revenge. Ooh, I think she's about to get chokeslammed. We'll be right back, folks. Do not go anywhere. Owie yowie. What a devastating chokeslam.